Hey, welcome back. This is Sense of Spirit and I am Erin. I am going to do a poll for everybody today that's going to cover from May 3rd through the 9th, okay? That's going to get us through the next week. This is a non-specific reading. I feel like if you're here and you're viewing this video, then there's information that's in this read for you that would be pertinent to the experiences that you're going to have over the next week. So as always, I like to start off with, I use 3 separate decks and I pull 1 card from each deck. So what I'm going to do is get us an overview of the week that should apply to everybody. And once that's complete, we're going to go with the 3 piles. So that way you can kind of pare it down and personalize your reading just a little bit more. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you what I'm using. This is an older deck that I haven't used for a while. It's Flower Therapy Oracle cards, and they're really very attractive cards with really positive messages. So I thought that I would pull those out. They're going to give us a kind of an overview. Then we're going to move on to the Power of Surrender cards, which is going to give us something that we need to be considering probably releasing over the next 7 days. And finally, we're going to use the Super Attractor cards to give us a focal point for something that we can draw into our space over the next 7 days. So let's just clear, get the old energy that may be left behind off of these. And quickly, let's ask what we need to know for the next 7 days. And we'll put it down. That's a fantastic start. Looks like it's going to be a really good week, you guys. And we're going to get our surrender card and put that one in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to get our super attractor card. See what it is that we can look forward to. Okay, so this is what we've got. I'm going to move these out of the way really quick. The first message that came out from the Flower Oracle cards is very, very pretty. And it is saying that our wishes are coming true. So this is confirming to us that anything that we have been working on manifesting or that we have coveted for a while now is now finally, it's time. It's time for it to find us. It's time for it to come into play in our lives, okay? So just know that as we move through each and every day, you're getting closer to those goals and to the things that you have been dreaming of. Our spirit squad is suggesting to us that this week we release to unhealthy relationships. So that would be a reminder that we don't have to tolerate any behavior from anybody that we don't feel comfortable with. This is a time to set the boundaries and to let people know exactly what it is that you're willing to contend with, okay? We show people what we are willing to tolerate by how much we let them get away with and how we let them treat us. So anybody who's not maybe got you in their best interest, this would be a good time for you to release them. All right? And the mantra for the week is, when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. So this is a reminder to us that when we work in conjunction with our spirit squad, that they are behind the scenes and take the load off for us. They're going to filter through the creativity and all of the necessary tools that we are seeking to get through the week. So that's positive, right? All right, I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to use some Wisdom of Oracle cards, and I'm going to use some of the Sacred Destiny cards. So while I am doing a shuffle, I'm going to ask that you guys take a minute to take a deep breath and center yourself and just kind of think about which pile you want. So are you going to be interested in the first set of cards I lay down? Is it going to be the middle set, or is it going to be the far right set? All right, this is going to give you a little more personal view of the week. Okay, interesting. And I'm going to put in the middle one of these Sacred Destiny cards. All right, 2 more shuffles here. We're going to lay down one here, and we're going to lay down one here. Interesting. Okay, so have you decided which one is for you? Is it going to be number 1, number 2, or number 3? I'm going to start with number 1 here and let you know what I see. So for those of you who selected pile number 1, this is talking about building blocks. This tells me that you are currently in the process of setting a foundation for something that you covet. Okay, you're at the beginning of some kind of a trek. You're either beginning a new job, you're beginning a search for the new job, you are starting a family, whatever it is, you're at that building point and you are putting the foundation together. Okay. This is a standstill card. It's telling me you might feel like you're not moving as quickly as you would like to. Okay, but I want you to remember that when you're building the foundation, the most important thing is to make sure that the blocks are sitting on each other properly. All right, so you need to make sure that everything is in place. It's not about getting to the end of the race first, it's about the whole process. Round and round. This tells us that no matter where we start, we end up. Okay, could also imply that maybe you feel like you're a little bit confused. There's some confusion going on. You feel like you're walking in circles. That would certainly connect with the feeling of being at a standstill. So try not to let that drive you crazy too much over the course of the next week. This is definitely something that is temporary. Okay, so continue building that foundation. Don't rush it because it's not time. And try not to make yourself crazy. All right, those of you who selected the second pile, whatever it is that you were hoping for is not for you. So this is telling me that something hasn't worked out, or actually the best way to look at it is there's a better plan for you. Okay, so don't let any disappointment hinder you. I want you to know that this is one of those scenarios where something doesn't work out because there's something better. Okay, you're heading into a point where you're going to change your plan, because action is the card that has come out in the middle. That's going to talk to us about how you're going to be moving forward and changing things up. Okay, don't give up is the final message, because go the distance is encouraging you to continue the process. Don't just throw the towel in. Okay, you're going to get there. It's just not the right time. Okay, so don't be too disappointed if something that you were coveting does not work out for you. There's a new plan of action and you're going to get there. Just keep moving. All right, my friends who picked the third pile, we are starting off with Treasure Island. So this tells me that you have basically struck gold. Whatever it is that you've been looking at, it's an abundance card. So it doesn't just apply to money, but it applies to all of the things that are positive. That's what I'm getting from this card for you, okay? So you're in a very positive place right now where you feel like you've got all of the support that you need and all of the resources that you need. This is the power card that's come up secondly. It's quite possible that there's a storm headed your way, okay? So I want you to be prepared. Not necessarily a bad thing, but you might find some changes coming through that are going to shake things up a little bit for you. And finally, Thinker is telling us that you've got some matters on your mind that you're going to want to be pondering over the next week, all right? So likely you're in this place where you're kind of content and everything is just going along very easily for you. And then something comes along and says, oh, wait a minute, that was too easy. We need to shake things up just a little bit, okay? That's going to possibly be what you're experiencing this week. Spend some time thinking about the options and the things that you can do to change it, but don't allow thinking to overcome your entire process. All right, guys, so that's what we've got to look forward to for the next week. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how these readings resonate for you. Give me any indication. Do you like the cards? Is there deck preferences? Is there a style preference? What do you want to see? Because I'm here to share my messages with all of you, and I want to convey them in a way that you enjoy hearing them. All right, so my name is Erin. This is Sense of Spirit with Erin, and I thank you for joining me today.